Thomas Jefferson once wrote, "To talk of immaterial existences is to talk of nothings. To say that the human soul, angels, and God are immaterial is to say they are nothings, or that there is no God, no angel, no soul. I cannot reason otherwise." In my opinion, religion should not be incorporated to any government affairs, including public policies, government, and public education. This separation of religion from government affairs is what Thomas Jefferson and the other founding fathers strived for and began in America. This separation is known as secularism. A secular society is a society that is, quote, not concerned with religion or religious beliefs. Society is where we all live, and thus it affects us all. So, what kind of society we live in is important. As stated previously, I am an advocate of secularism, and I have also done extensive research on the benefits of secularism. I've also had regular discussions on the topic of secularism. A secular-based society would be good for several reasons, including secularism promotes the educational well-being of a child. Also, secularism promotes human rights and equality, and secularism promotes fair governmental policies. So how does secularism promote the educational well-being of a child? Secularism promotes the educational well-being of a child by increasing the use of reasoning and logical thinking. By separating religion from education, religion can no longer be an excuse for why a child cannot learn a certain subject in school because it goes against their parents' religious beliefs. For example, some parents of certain religious beliefs will keep their children ignorant of critical thinking that would otherwise aid teachers in doing their jobs, like questioning integrity of information, which religions tend to frown upon. Bertrand Russell, a famous philosopher of the 1800s and 1900s, made a statement regarding children's education. Quote, "There is no rational ground of any sort or kind for keeping a child ignorant of anything that he may wish to know." In addition, because ideas like the Big Bang Theory and the theory of evolution go against most religious beliefs, religious parents will think such thinking is sinful. For example, parents can remove their child from a biology class that discusses the theory of evolution or a physics class that discusses the Big Bang Theory, even though both of these theories are demonstrable and founded in empiricism. Friedrich Nietzsche, a famous philosopher of the 1800s, made a comment about Christianity and its influence on the intellect. Nietzsche says that Christianity has, quote, corrupted the reason of the strongest intellects by teaching that the highest values of intellectuality are sinful, misleading, and full of temptations. Secularism may promote the educational well-being of a child, but how does secularism promote human rights and equality? Well, secularism promotes the human rights and equality by benefiting everyone. Religious people may still practice their religion, and irreligious people may not concern themselves with religion. Daniel Dennett, a prominent member of the Secular Coalition for America Advisory Board, explains one of his 5 scenarios for religion, and that religion will be like smoking, where it will be kept hidden and not worn on people's sleeves. In addition, public schools would treat all religions equal. As stated, in public schools, taking a religious side is unconstitutional. As stated in the First Amendment of the Constitution, the government cannot take sides in religious affairs. However, a year ago, a problem with having a portrait of Jesus in Muskingum public schools was confirmed by the ACLU. Mansfield News Journal posted an article on Facebook to get the general opinion of the public. The general public support in the portrait was mostly commenting of ignorance of the law. Only a few commenters were against the portrait itself. Now that we understand how secularism promotes promotes human rights and equality, we will now discuss how secularism promotes fair governmental policies. Secularism promotes fair governmental policies. The separation of church and state is part of the Constitution. However, a clear example to show this integration of church into state is George H.W. Bush's comment about American atheists. When asked by journalist Robert Sherman if President Bush accepted equal censorship and patriotism of American atheists, Bush responded, quote, "No, I don't know that atheists should be considered as citizens, nor should they be considered as patriots. This is one nation under God." A secularist president would not demean other people's religious beliefs, especially to the point of not considering them citizens. In addition, using religious beliefs as leverage to oppress others would be thrown away under a secular society. Under our current government, 7 states ban anti-religious people from politics. For example, under Arkansas state law, Article 19, Section 1, quote, "No person who denies the being of God shall hold any office in the civil departments of the state, nor be competent to testify in court." It is clear here that under our current form of government, there are some unfair governmental policies, especially towards the irreligious people. In conclusion, a secular-based society would be good for several reasons. Secularism would promote the educational well-being of children by increasing the use of reason and logical thinking. Secularism would promote human rights and equality by benefiting everyone. Religious people may still practice their religion, and irreligious people will not have to concern themselves with religion. Also, secularism would promote fair governmental policies, which currently the government does not because of this involvement between the church and the state. Under a secular-based society, the benefits are plentiful. We should all strive for a better America, which is striving for secularism.